Good morning, and I'm hoping it's still daylight while you listen to this week's podcast, because Ellis has a spine-chilling tale to share. Kathie gets her dancing shoes out, and hello from me, I'm back from my jollies. And of course, we also have a Scottish word of the week for you. So good morning, Stevie and Kathie.
Good morning.
Morning. Nice to have you back.
Oh, thank you. It's lovely to be back. Did that sound convincing?
Say it and mean it, Fee. Say it and mean it.
It really is. It really is. I've missed you all.
Oh, we've missed you too.
But where's Ellis?
I don't know.
Are you there, Ellis? Are you there, Ellis?
Ellis?
Oh, no, he's not, because Ellis is on holiday now as well, but we can still feel his presence. Woo. Thanks to a little story he left us about getting spooked out at home earlier this week.
So this is a genuine ghost story right from the heart of Oban. It was a normal morning in Oban. I was at my desk at home in my flat, busy working away around 9:10, something like that, just starting the day's work. And I'm typing away, distracted. I only live in a very small flat. There's only 4 rooms in it. It's not a big place. And I'm typing away, and then I hear this strange noise that I can't quite put my finger on, I can't place. It's almost like it's in the room with me. And the noise, the best way I can describe it is that it was a kind of somebody breathing. And it sounded like a, Now, I don't know if the microphone's picking that up, but as soon as I heard it, it absolutely chilled me to the bone. I thought, what on earth is that? So I jumped out of my chair, had a look round, couldn't see anyone, went into the bedroom, nothing there, went into the kitchen, had a good look in the kitchen, nothing there. All the windows of the property were shut. I thought, I don't know what it was, but I can't hear it now. Went back to my desk, sat down, started writing again, and again, within minutes, I heard this. Almost like somebody breathing in the room. So again, I jumped up and I thought, this is really quite strange. What is this? And my first thought was, whatever it is, it hasn't hurt me. I've been here quite a long time now. It's not hurt me before. So I'm going to be chilled about it, but I was desperate to find out what it was. So I went again, checked in the kitchen. I thought the only thing that could be making a noise like this must be from the kitchen. Went in the kitchen, went in the bathroom, nothing. Went in the bedroom, all was silent. Every window was shut. There was no electronics on, anything. And I thought, well, I just can't put my finger on what this is. Anyway, I was busy, so I thought, right, I'm just going to crack on. As I walked back into the room, I heard it again. And I nearly jumped out of my skin. And it was at that point that I noticed that and remembered that, I put the iron on and totally forgot about it. So it was the steam iron breathing away right behind my shoulder. I hadn't noticed that I'd left it on. Let that be a lesson to you. There's no such thing as ghosts, hopefully. It might just be that you've left your steam iron on. Yes.
I'm speechless for once.
Ghost story.
I'll tell you something though. If I heard a noise like that in my house and I didn't know what it was, I wouldn't be going around the house looking to find out.
Oh, you'd be out the door.
I'd be out the door phoning somebody.
Oh dear. No.
I liked his sound effects though.
Something else. Doesn't Darth Vader make a noise like that?
Oh, don't even go there. I'm just back. I've just been back 5 minutes and we're on Star Wars already. So, well, after that creepy or not so creepy story from Ellis, we'll liven things up a bit. Kathie, you've had your dancing shoes on.
I have indeed. Yes, this week I caught up with Taynuilt musician and BBC radio presenter Gary Innes to find out more about the first ever Scottish dance band online concert that is starting this month under his watchful eye. It's called the Ceilidh Crack and Culture Club, and it's going to showcase the top Scottish dance bands on today's scene, alongside some of the best Scottish traditional musicians. So it's been filmed in Coda Studios in Glasgow. The online show is going to include a 1-hour set from a different Scottish dance band every month, and an interval floor spot from a duo on the Scottish traditional music scene, alongside an on the sofa in conversation chat between Gary and whichever musicians are performing on the night. So here's a lovely little chat we had earlier in the week.
Well, it's lovely to join you this morning, Kathie. Thank you for having me. And the Ceilidh Crack and Culture Club starts on the last Thursday of each month, and of course, next Thursday being its first outing, as it were. And this was an idea that I had last year during lockdown, and of course, there were so many musicians, including myself, jumping online and being involved with many events across the world via Zoom and online platforms. So I did realise, and I think, well, we've blethered before, as you know. I'm the presenter of Take the Floor on Radio Scotland, the longest running music programme on the station, which, of course, looks at Scottish dance band music. And I was looking at that kind of model and thinking that actually the Scottish dance band scene in particular seems to have been kind of forgotten, and they're not getting the chance to sort of put themselves on that kind of stage as a sort of 4, 5, 6-piece band. So I thought about putting a concert series together, and I tried 2 pilot series last year, 2 pilot episodes even, with Ian Smith from Tyree and Tom Orr from Aberdeenshire, and they were a great success. And so I sat down and we put a proposal to Creative Scotland to say, look, we felt there was a need for this to be recognised and to give Scottish dance music a platform, you know, to actually perform in front of a camera and get that out on a worldwide basis each month. And so they agreed, and they've helped over the next year to facilitate that. So it's been great. Yeah, we actually recorded the very first one yesterday. As I mentioned, it goes out on June the 24th, the first, which is Leonard Brown and his all-star band. Leonard's a 3-time accordion champion himself, and his band are just terrific. And we were delighted to be joined by Lochaber's Ewan Henderson, who I know very well. I've been joining him with Man Ran every week, usually. And Cara Bridges and BBC Radio Scotland's 2007 BBC Radio Scotland Young Musician of the Year, Ewan Robertson from Braybuck. So it was magic to have both lads there, and it went down so well. I can't wait to actually put it out and for people to actually hear it and tune in and be able to watch it. It should be great fun. So to access the tickets, we've created a new website, which is very, very simple. It's just ceilidh.tv. So www.ceilidh.tv. That's it. That'll take you then onto the platform. You can see the 12-month programme that has, you know, an array of artists, including Donald Shaw. I'm trying to think of our Argyll artists here. Ross Wilson from Mull and Robert Robertson from Lochaber. There's Megan Henderson. There's Kathleen McInnes. There is Moss and Amini, the BBC Radio 2 Musician of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on. And then on the dance band side of things, we've got, of course, I should have mentioned Ian McFarlane and Ingrid Henderson in amongst the duo list. And then we've got the Black Rose Ceilidh Band, we've got Liam Stewart, we've got John Carmichael, we've got Tom Orr. Again, the list goes on. So please, if anyone has any interest whatsoever in accordion and fiddle music or traditional and folk music, then please have a wee look at the website, ceilidh.tv, and I'm sure you'll find something that you'll like. The tickets are £12. Once you pay that £12, you can watch the programme back for the rest of your life and as many times as you want. There's also the facility to buy a 6-month pass for 6 months of shows, or a year's pass for the full 12 months. And obviously there's discounts attached to those too.
Excellent. Love a good discount.
We all do, don't we?
Absolutely. So there's going to be lots of dancing going on in houses, not just here in Scotland, but globally as well, with all those people who can tune in. So fabulous.
Yeah, we hope so, because the Scottish dance band scene, and in particular the dancing, the Scottish country dancing worldwide, is huge, you know, and been very fortunate to travel to many countries and actually be involved in some of these nights, performing and having a wee dance on some occasions too. And they get to listen to the radio, but there's no platform at this point that gets to put Scottish dance bands on visually, on a television screen or a computer or a tablet. And so this was another thing that we recognised and thought, well, this would be really cool to try and do that. And again, so here is the Cayley Crackin Culture Club. So yeah, it's really exciting. And as part of it, the culture aspect, each month we're going to look at different things in Scotland for especially people abroad that are maybe missing home. So that'll vary from wildlife to walking up hills to a bit of fishing, whatever. Each month it'll change and just give a wee taste and a wee sense of Scotland for those at home and of course abroad that maybe can't join us at this point.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Gary, for joining us. And good luck with the
Kathie.
series.
Thank you so much for having me.
Take care now. I'm getting my dancing shoes ready. Bye.
Oh, it was great to hear from Gary there. And of course, if you've got something to tell us about, something you're doing, you can contact us by emailing somethingfortheweekend@obantimes.co.uk or message us through facebook.com/obantimes or instagram.com/obantimes. And you don't even have to be doing something. You can just message us and let us know anything. Tell us anything.
Say hello. We're all ears. We're all ears. And talking of ears, let's listen to some of the music that Gary's going to be bringing us on the programme. So here's a little taster. Leonard Brown and his all-star band. So they're going to be the first lot of musicians on the show on June the 24th. So listen in.
You.
Woo. I'm exhausted.
Thanks for that wee military two steps there, Kathie. That was.
Ooh, is that what it was? Is that what it was?
No.
It was very
Just
impressive to
enjoying
watch
myself.
Kathie march up and down her small wee room there, burling in the sunshine.
Oh dear. Oh, that was wonderful. That was wonderful.
Doesn't that make you feel really happy? It's happy
does.
music.
We just need to be able to get back to dancing to actually do it.
Oh, to have someone to dance with.
But let's not bring the mood down. It's a COVID-free zone
okay,
today,
good.
isn't it?
No COVID in the Oban times.
Shh, don't mention it. I have a Scottish word of the week.
Ooh.
Not only do we have a Scottish word of the week, but Lesley Duncan, native of Oban for many years, but she originates from the east of Scotland, has a more challenging Scottish word of the week. So I'm going to let her introduce it, because when she said this word, well, actually, when she wrote this word down, I wasn't sure how to say it. So are you ready for a big challenge, girls?
Girls, shouldn't that be lassies?
Are you ready for a big challenge, lassies?
Yes, we are.
Are you ready?
Go.
Yeah.
Today's word of the week is contumacious. That's contumacious.
What?
Yeah. So, what do we think?
Contumacious.
We'll need to get her to spell them as well, I think.
Well, we might have to, but that would take away half the fun, wouldn't it?
Contumacious. It sounds a bit like counter, masses. Against the crowds.
Okay, so that's Kathie's bet is in and fixed. Fee?
I don't know. Contour masses. Macho? I don't know. Something to do with men?
Shall we play the resolution for you?
Go on.
Better.
This word means awkward or deliberately difficult. You would say that if somebody just wasn't agreeing with you, or sometimes they use it with kids that are having a wee temper tantrum or whatever, and the terrible twos, they say they're contumacious.
Oh, could I have that? I mean, I wasn't far, was I? I wasn't far from it.
It sounded like Kathie was very close.
I think she was the closest of us all.
Yes. Well, that wasn't hard though, was it, to be closest, really? Logical thinking, that's what we need when we hear words like this. Is there another one?
Not for this week, but Lesley has prepared another two.
Okay.
So thanks to Lesley for this week's one, and maybe when Ellis is back as well, we can try and really confuse him with the others.
Oh, that won't take much.
Right, I'm going to hand out my Doric dictionary. Thanks for that, Lesley.
Yeah, thanks.
We got rid of Ellis, and he's been replaced by an equally complicated Scottish linguistic person.
I wondered what was coming then.
I wasn't sure either. But tune in next week for more from the East Coast.
So I think that's all we have time for this week. Don't forget, you can read our stories online at www.obantimes.co.uk, and you can subscribe to our page Turning Digital Edition there as well. So for this week, it's goodbye from me, Fiona Scott.
And goodbye from me, Kathie Griffiths.
And maybe goodbye from me, Stephen Day, too.
Kathie, you weren't going to let Stevie say goodbye there, did you? You signed off.
And that's it. I'm off. Never mind,
I'm
Stevie.
Bye.
Always put yourself there now. Bye.
Bye.
It's all about me.